Hello everybody. Today I'm going to do something that I haven't done in a very long time. I would say over 16 months or so, possibly maybe even almost 2 years. I'm going to live stream a computer game, and today we're going to look at a visual novel, because visual novels are something that is at the moment a big thing for me. I've also started to look into renpai or renpai, depending on how you want to pronounce it, which is an editor which you can use to create visual novels yourself. And it's Python based, which I really like. I really like Python as a programming language. And so what we're going to do today is we are going to look into Scarlet Hollow, which is available on itch.io, but also on Steam. And the first chapter of this horror novel is actually free to download and to play. And so we're going to see what this visual horror novel holds for us. And the first thing that I will say is I'm already loving the visuals. I really like old school black and white sketches. I prefer those to the modern renditions that we sometimes see. I really like the old style D&D, for example, books AD&D. So this is already looking really lovely. Before we start, I am told that this is not suitable for work. I don't know what's going to happen. This is also not something that is for young audiences, so you might want to take care. I have no idea what this is about, except that it's a horror visual novel, and we will see how this works. So we're going to go to preferences first to see what we can see here. Yeah, this looks like this was done in renpai. Okay, text speed. I want this to be, yeah, this is the question. If I put it to 3, okay, let's bring down the music a little bit. Skip. I don't know if this is fast or this is slow. This would be interesting to know. So let's just put it in here somewhere. Okay, so this seems to be fully voice acted, so accessibility, yeah, this is going to be fine. Return, controls, okay, so let's get started. Your name is Callisto. You live in the city of London. Oh, okay. What would we like to do? We're definitely... Let's describe ourselves. We would like to talk to animals, and we would like to be book smart. Okay. Confirm. What does this actually do? Strange and unusual. You see the threads of reality in ways others cannot. No, I'm not observant at all. I can actually not see things even when I'm standing in front of them. Hot. Well, street smart. No. Nope. Powerful build. No. Yeah, I think this basically sums me up. Not that I can talk to animals in real life. Okay. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off. And now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. It sounds like they're describing my family. Whoops. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. Can we click on this? So, anyway, as I was saying, says the stranger. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing about because I was a dumb teen. Okay. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Oh, God. Me and my buddies would... okay. Oh, this is where we now get to react. Wait, what? Dude, what's wrong with you? Hell yeah, sounds awesome. Why are you talking to me? Yeah. Dude, what's wrong with you? Pushing joggers into the harbor? That's awful. What if they drowned? Ah, yeah, I was such a shithead back then. I'm still a bit of a shithead, but hey, nobody's perfect. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was going to call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago she tried to break up with me, like for real, and geez, you ever just get so mad you just want to, like, kill someone? I never feel that way, no. I've never wanted to kill anyone. You're young. Like, yeah. You'll get it when somebody tries to break your heart someday. It changes a person, makes them think things they never thought they could. I honestly could have killed that woman. Ha! Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. Okay. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Sounds like a great kind of person. Yeah. Yeah. Have you thought about seeing a therapist? Maybe it would help if you talk to somebody about those feelings. Someone professional, you know? I'm not licensed or anything, but it seems like you might have a personality disorder. It might be worth looking into. Nah, I don't need that kind of stuff. He's the first to die. Boss strangers are the best therapists. I feel a lot better after talking to you. Anyways, where did you say you were headed? I didn't. No need to be nasty. I was just asking. It's not like I'm going to follow you off the bus or anything. Well, I'm not so sure, actually. So, if you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed for Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the holler, as they call it in these here parts. That's the only stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way, though, come to think of it, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the hollow, you see. And there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I just hope he doesn't decide to follow us. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. I hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I've something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. Oh, joy. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip: sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Okay. Boiled peanuts? No thanks. You put your hand up to say no. I'm not really hungry. There's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal, assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have them on hand. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. Oh, and the juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. Oh God, this is just such a tosser. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Yeah. Uh-huh. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanut soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Those 45 minutes are gonna kill me. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels somehow disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. Or there's one bus a week, I would die. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. A stranger approaches. She says, "Hey, Callisto." You instantly recognize the worn, young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Isn't that the name of Stephen King's wife? No, I'm not going to hug her. Give her your condolences. I'm so sorry for your loss, Tabitha. Yes, great. Thank you. Oh. Let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. By the way, I'm really enjoying this. The graphics, they're great. Oh, look, now we've got icons. What's this? Okay, so this would be something like a notebook. Can we save? Aha. Yes. Return. And this is possibly the preferences, and this is... okay. This is basically the history. Okay, brilliant. Tip: dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story parts, so choose carefully. So I'm going to ask, how are you holding up? How are you holding up? Fine. Oh. I would actually be quiet, but I don't have the option to... I wouldn't say you don't have to bottle your grief like that, because that's... okay, but if that ever changes, I'm here for you, all right? Even after I go home. Sure. So remain silent. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. Oh my God. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in grey cities. Oh, sorry. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in grey cities.